starting out. But as we do them, I promise it'll be easier. All right? So take a look now at finding the area of each figure. All right, so here we go. Now I want someone to take a look at that. Does anybody remember how we did this last year? Remember what we did to find the area? Yeah, we're gonna end up adding all of the areas. But what you have to do is you have to tell me what shapes you actually see there. What is that? What do you think I do?
You add up all the sides that go in the same way. And you multiply the sides.
Well, let's talk about this. What we really want to do is we want to divide this up into shapes that we know. We want to divide this up into shapes that we know. So let me give you an example. All right, if I take a line, this is what I want everybody to do, and to go straight over there. That shape that was created was a what? Rectangle. And then if I come over here and I draw this way, now I have what? What do I have?
Rectangle.
How many rectangles now, though? 3. All right, so I'm going to find the area of each rectangle, and then I'm just going to do what? Nope. Add them. Of course, you're going to add them. All right, so what I want you to do now, if you recall, the area of rectangle 1, that's called a subscript. All right? We also have the area of what? Area of rectangle 2. And then we have the area of what? Rectangle 3. So this is like rectangle 1, rectangle 2, rectangle 3. Who remembers how to find the area of a rectangle? What was it? Multiply all the sides or just the what? Yes, so I want everybody to write down length times width. Length times width, and length times width. So now what we have to do is we have to actually come and try to tell me what the dimensions are. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to highlight it, and let's see if you understand. I'm going to highlight this right here. This top rectangle, and then I want someone who's paying attention to tell me what are the dimensions of that top rectangle. Jack, did you know? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Come on, give it a shot. What's the length and the width?
Oh.
Yeah, guys, 8 by 3. Everybody hear me? So the top rectangle, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to move this down so I can get more room. All right, sorry. And then we can see it a little better. All right. So what did you say it was again, the dimensions?
Length is 8.
8 by 3. So the area of the top rectangle is what? 24. Thank you. So we'd say 24 miles squared. All right, now it's a little bit harder now. The second rectangle. Very tricky, very tricky. All right, I want this, guys. Please look up. I'm trying to find this length right here. I want you to tell me why it is what?
Here, because the bottom line there is half.
Oh, I don't know if it's half. What do you think? Tell me. Good for you.
That's 4 because the top one is 8 and that's 4 to the other side.
Very, very, very smart, girl. Good job. Look right here, guys. This right here is 8. And from here to here is how much? 4. Now the whole length has to be what? 8. So if this is 4, that means this length right here has to be what? 4. That is critical. In order to do these problems, you have to understand that. Thomas, are you with me? All right? Very important now. You got to tell me if you don't see it. Got it? All right, so that right there is a 4. Now I want someone thinking clearly has to tell me what this length is from here to here. And I'll give you a hint. It's not what? It's not 10. Because this whole length from here to here is how much? 10. So it can't be 10. Somebody tell me. Good. Aiden. 4. 5. 5. 5. Yay. All right. So if you can do that, listen, I promise you this is super simple if you can do that. Now again, I'm going to demonstrate real quick why it's 5. This whole thing is what? 10. This is how much?
3.
And this is how much?
2.
This whole thing has to be, so if this is 3 and this is 2, that has to be a what? That has to be 5. Do you see that? Come on now, I'm telling you now, look, this is very simple, but for whatever reason, kids find this really, really hard. So I'm asking everybody, I can't walk around the room and help you. Does everybody understand that is 5? All right? So what's the area of the, or what are the dimensions of the second rectangle? 4 by 5. And so that area is going to be what? 20. Okay? And then the bottom rectangle is a little bit easier. 2 by 6, right? No, it doesn't matter if you call it 6 by 2 or 2 by 6. The length and width are called interchangeable. So that area would be what? Come on, 12. I'm listening to you.
How is it 6?
How much is it from here to here? You would be, now look right here though, I want to show you something. From here to here is still 4, right? So 4 plus 2 is still what? 6. Okay? Everybody good? All right, so now tell me what the area is altogether of that shape. Yes, you add them. So you should be able to do that mental math. 56 miles squared. So that'd be the answer. 56 miles squared. Okay, now we have a new shape here. Not a new shape for us, but a new shape. All right, I want to draw this right here, and I want someone to remind me what this shape is right here. No, the whole figure, if I went all the way around, would be a hexagon. Say it, good girl. What is it? Trapezoid. All right. This shape that I just made was a what? Trapezoid. All right. Now we have a formula for area of a trapezoid. Not many people know the formula for area of a trapezoid. Anybody have any idea? Tell us. Everybody Google area of a trapezoid. I want to see if you can do that. Google area of a trapezoid. Area of a trapezoid. Let's go. Come on. Area of a trapezoid.
A plus B divided by 2 times H.
A plus B. Now, A and B are called the bases. So here's the way I want you guys to do it. Please look up. All right, when I make a trapezoid, I'm going to make this trapezoid right over here so you can see what I'm talking about. Here's my trapezoid here, here, and here. Please look up. Make sure you're hearing me. All right, here's how I want you to think about it. This is called base 1. This is called base what? 2. Now, the other thing that is important when you're finding the area is the actual height, the distance from here to here. All right, so now I want everybody to say area of a trapezoid. Here's how I want you to remember it. I say 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times the height. 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times the height. That's the area of a trapezoid. That's the area of a trapezoid. Is everybody hearing me on this? You have to write that down. There's other ways to write the formula, and what you said was correct. Okay? There's different methods. All right? So now, what I want to do, since you wrote that down, is I want you to come over here and say the area is equal to, how many trapezoids do I have? Does everybody see there are 2 trapezoids? Are they the same trapezoid? Yes, so here's what I want you to do. 2 times 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times the height. That'll account for what? Both what? That'll account for both trapezoids. So it'll account for this trapezoid and this trapezoid. Then I have a what? What's the other geometric shape you see?
Rectangle.
All right, plus rectangle what?
1
1. Rectangle 1. Plus what?
rectangle
That's the area. Plus rectangle 2. I want everybody to write that formula down. You should be smart enough to do that. So this part right here, 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times height, what's that the area of? Trapezoid. Why is there a 2 in front? There's 2 trapezoids. Are they exact same trapezoids? Yes, that's why you can just multiply by 2. Why do I have R1 and R2?
the rectangle.
Those are the rectangles, right? Now, what I want you to do now is what's the formula for area of a rectangle? What's the area of a rectangle? Length times width. So LW plus LW. Is everybody okay with that? What? Well, good, but hold off for a second. All right. Now, I want to do A equals 2 parentheses 1/2. What are the 2 bases? Does everybody see the 2 bases of the trapezoid are 10 and 20? Diesel, are you with me? So 1/2, 10 plus 20. What's the height? 9. How did I know the height? Because it's showing you right here, guys. I'm highlighting. That distance is 9. Does everybody see that? So I need to put a 9 down. Plus, what's the length and width of this rectangle right here? I need someone to try to figure that out. Length and width. Someone tell me. 20 by what? 20 by what? Oh, come on, guys. So here's what I want you to do, guys. Who said, what did you say? What did you say? What? How did you know it was 20 by 4? Look right here, guys. Does everybody see? I'm going to look up here one more time, so make sure you're hearing me. Because again, it's not that hard. It's just hard to find all the pieces. Does everybody agree this is 10? How much is this? How much is this? So this has to be what? 4. Can everybody see that now? You see that? So who said I don't get it? You got the last one, so this one's going to be easy. How much from here to here? How much from
okay.
right? From there to there is also 10. Okay, so here we go. So the length and width of the long, skinny rectangle is what? 20 by 4. Plus, what's the other one? Good, I'm listening. 10 by what? Someone help him. 10 by 5. I'm not sure if 5 is correct, so don't just say it's correct. Right? This rectangle right here is what we're talking about, right? What are the dimensions of that triangle? Does everybody see it's 10 and 5? Right, so it'd be plus 10 times 5. All right, now, I want your attention up here because I'm trying to help you do better with your mental math. Look up, look up, look up. Come on. Let's sit up right. Does everybody see this 2 and the 1/2? What probably could happen there? If you multiply by 2 and divide by 2, what happens? You get 1. Yeah, you get 1. Thank you. So here's what I want you to be smart on. I can cross this out. There we go. Now what's 10 plus 20? 30 times 9. 270. Plus, what's 20 times 4? 80. Plus, what's 10 times 5? So my final answer, Bradley, I'm proud of you, buddy. That was a good job. 400 millimeters squared. Now look, if you know the formulas for area, this is kind of what? Easy. If you don't, it's kind of hard. Okay, so that's why you should practice. Okay, let's take a look now at question number 3 and tell me what shapes you see here. Wow, that is perfect. He said triangle, trapezoid, and semicircle. Beautiful. All right, so here we go. Area. is equal to, let's do the first one, triangle. What's the formula for area of a triangle?
Isn't it B times width times 1/2?
Yes, but let's just say it easy. 1/2 BH. Okay, who's ready to tell me what the formula for trapezoid is again without looking?
It's 1/2
Times?
times
Yes, good job. Okay, area of a semicircle. Justice, what was the area of a semicircle? Formula. What's the formula for a circle? Yosef, what's the formula for area of a circle? Ian, area of a circle.
isn't it pi times r squared?
Yes, pi times r squared. So a semicircle is going to be? No, I'm asking for area of a semicircle. Diesel, what's the formula for area of a semicircle?
Pi times half of the radius.
No, no, no. Tell them.
Be a times or something with 1/2.
Yes, 1/2 the area of a circle. What's the formula for area of a circle?
A equals r.
Yeah, that's right. A equals pi r squared. So instead of the whole thing, we just have to do what? 1/2 pi r squared. Come on, guys. That's what we're doing. 1/2 pi r squared. Anybody have any questions with that formula? Notice there are 3 shapes. And there are what? 3 formulas. Thomas, how am I doing today? Thank you. Carter, you with me back there? All right. So I need someone to tell me the base and height of the triangle. Bradley. 5 and 5. So now everybody has to write down A equals 1/2 5 times 5. Miss Pliego, what are the bases of the trapezoid? No. Yes, the bases are the ones that are parallel to each other. Do you hear me? So it's 5 plus 11. What's the height of the trapezoid, Miss Pliego? 3. Beautiful. Plus 1/2 pi. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is the radius of the circle? Oh, good for you, Aiden. What do you think? The radius of the circle. Come on now. Yeah, that's okay. I want you to guess. Of course I want you to guess. Why 6? Shh. Half of what? Half of what? Look up and find the diameter of the circle. There you go. 5.5. See, that's not that hard. Good job. All right. So pi times 5.5 squared. Now, what's 5 plus 11?
16.
Right? So do you see what I'm saying? If somebody says to write 5 plus 11, I don't even let my brain write 5 plus 11. What do I automatically say? 16. Right? And if I'm doing half of 16, I can do what?
8.
8. You see what I'm saying? I don't need a calculator for all that, guys. All right, what's half of 25? Half of 25.
12.
So 12.5 plus 8. Uh-oh, I forgot to multiply that by 3. All right, so now everybody can type that into your calculator now. Pi times 5.5 squared. So your area is approximately 84. Let's round to the nearest tenth, is what they're saying. I need help. Everybody's got to be doing this on the calculator now. Come on, everybody do it on the calculator. So you're doing 12.5 plus 24 plus 1/2 times pi times 5.5 squared. Type it straight into the calculator. Who's with me? Who's doing it? How much? I'm listening. I think that's too big. I think you probably forgot a plus sign here.
I got 39.
70 point. I got somebody with a 70.39 square feet.
I got 84.01.
That's fine.
What did you get? Good for
Oh, I
you.
got
84.01.
84.01. Now look, this is just typing numbers into calculators. Everybody understand why I'm getting frustrated now? Everybody should just be able to type those numbers into the calculator and get the same answer.
Yeah, I got 8. Yeah, I got.
Is it 84?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
All right. Now look, if you're not typing it in, it's not going to be easy for you when you take your test. Joseph, are you good with this or not? You got 84.01 now. All right, everybody's got to do that. Square feet. All right, let's have some more fun. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Pac-Man, that's a good thought. But what can I do seriously for this one?
So where the point in the triangle, where the point is, make a line where it comes to.
Yes.
Triangles in a semicircle.
That is exactly correct, buddy. So make sure you do that, guys. Draw that line in. And how long is that line again?
20.
20. So how much is it from here to here? Please pay attention.
10.
Very good, girl. That's a good way to anticipate. And so then over here it's also what? 10. Alrighty. Now, can you tell me if those triangles are the same?
Yes.
Yeah, the triangles are the same. So let's go off to the side here and put area equals. What's the top figure again, Carter?
Semicircle.
What's the formula for area of a semicircle?
A equals 1/2.
Yep, come on.
A equals 1/2 base.
Pi.
Oh, pi times pi r squared.
That's right. Area deals with squares. All right, what's the formula for area of a triangle? Diesel.
The formula for area of triangle is it's 2 times 1.5 times base 1 plus base 2.
No, you're doing trapezoid. You're doing trapezoids. Come on, tell me the area of a triangle in.
1/2
That's it. 1/2 base times height. That's the area of a triangle. But how many triangles do we have?
2.
2. So I want everybody to write down plus 2 times 1/2 BH. Everybody's got to write that down. Now what happens to the 2 and the 1/2? They cross out. Is everybody good with this? Everybody good? Now, here we go. A equals 1/2 pi. What's the radius? Somebody tell me what the radius of the circle is.
10.
10. Good. 10. Right? Pi times 10 squared plus, what's the base of the triangle? 8. What's the height?
10.
10. Beautiful. Now, why did I cross out the 2 and the 1/2? They equal 1. Thank you very much. All right. Now, everybody type in on the calculator. 1/2 times pi times 10 squared plus 80. And Bradley's got the first answer, so we'll listen to him and see if he's correct. Please double check him because you know how he is. 12,000?
I don't know how.
Bradley, 12,000?
Yeah, 230. I got 237.
Try that again, please.
I got 237.
237.07 meters squared. I'm not saying she's correct.
She's correct.
Oh, but now she's correct. Because of course. Yes. Little Miss Priss up here got it right. Anybody else?
Yes, she is correct.
Thank you. Diesel, is she correct? Don't just say yes now. You got to type it in yourself. Justice? All right. We got the thumbs up, so we're in good shape. 237.07 square meters. The fun continues. Uh-oh. That's kind of weird looking shape. So what do I have to do? Make them into... Are there 3 rectangles here? Are there 3 rectangles?
One rectangle.
No, don't be saying square.
It looks like
It
a
looks
square.
like a square.
A square has right angles.
That's a rectangle.
It's
No, definitely quadrilateral because it's got 4 sides, but that doesn't help. That's a book.
It's a book.
What are those called?
Trapezoid.
No, what is this called?
Is it a diamond?
Not a diamond.
Between
It's
your
called a
head.
parallelogram. Parallelogram. All right, now the formula for a parallelogram, which I'm glad we're reviewing because some of you didn't even know what it was called, so I'm sure you don't know what the formula is. The formula is, what is it, Smarty Pants? You said you knew. 2 times random numbers. No,
I'll look it up.
base times height. Base times height. That is the formula for a parallelogram. So make yourself a note. Area of a parallelogram, base times height. However, are those parallelograms the same?
Yes.
Yes. So here we go. So I want you to say this. Area equals 2BH plus. The other shape definitely is a what? A rectangle, which is formula. What? Length times width. Perfect. Length times width. So everybody's got to write that down. Let's go. Chop, chop.
Is it based on height the same as length?
Exactly correct. But listen to me. The problem is the height. Listen to me now, please, because she made up a good point just now. The height is always the perpendicular distance. Do you understand what I'm saying? This was not the height. Let me demonstrate real quick. Look up. Make sure you're hearing me, please. This right here is not the height. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is not the height because it's not perpendicular. This, I'm going to draw the height for you to make sure you're with me. This from here to here is the height. Do you hear me? Which is how much? 4, exactly. And what's the base? 5, right? Because you're getting that from over here. All of these are 5. All right? All those are 5s. So we would say now area equals 2 times 5 times 4 plus, what's the length and width of the rectangle? Yep, 2 times 5. Now you do not need a calculator for that. Yeah, don't embarrass yourself by plugging that in on the calculator.
51.
Yes, you of course. All right, you definitely need a calculator. So we'd say 50 what? Inches squared. 50 inches squared. Okay, so number 6, yes, looks like a boat, but what 3 shapes make up the boat?
A triangle.
A triangle, a trapezoid, and a parallelogram. Thank you very much. So here we go. So area for the first one. For the first one, it's a trapezoid. So you have to write the formula for area of a trapezoid. 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times the height plus, what's the formula for area of a triangle?
I got this. A equals 1/2.
Yes, very good. 1/2 BH. And the area of a parallelogram?
B8.
BH. Thank you. Make sure you're writing that down, guys. It's very helpful. All right, so now, Miss Connery, for the trapezoid, what are the what are the two bases? Yep, and
Wait.
10 and what? Yes. Now, what's the height? Remember, the height is always the perpendicular distance, so sometimes it's better if I just draw in the height. Yes, there you go. And then you can easily see what the height is. The height is right here. It's 5 right here. See what I'm saying? It's kind of tricky. All right, now, plus. Now, what is the base and height of the triangle?
7 and 19.
7 and 19, good. And the base and height of the parallelogram? 10 and 5, good. All right, now area is equal to, multiply that out real quick, please. Hurry up. $213. Okay, now consider the source up here. Somebody else. I got a
124.
whoa, 124. This is way too out of hand.
I got 154.
Wow, 154. This is embarrassing now. This is what I'm saying now. You're typing numbers in on the calculator. Everybody do that now. And double check your work. I got 4 different answers from 4 different people. Wow, 126 and 1/2. Well, that's no good. Verify, please. She's probably right. So I got 154 now a second time. Anybody else get 154? Come on, everybody's got to do it again. Just type it straight in. And when you say 10,
Yeah, I got 154.
when you say 10 plus 5, don't plug in 10 plus 5 in the calculator now.
I got 154.
Somebody else said 154.
I got 146 and a half.
146 and a half. Uh-oh. Man, one more time, guys.
It's 1. It's
Some
146 and a half. What?
I got 154.
1 minute. I wait.
Yeah, everybody redo it again. Let's go. I mean it. Chop, chop. Hit clear. Now, look, I'm kind of mad now. 1/2 times 15 times 5 plus 1/2 times 7 times 19 plus 10 times 5.
It's 146.
What is it?
It's 146 U 1/2.
I got 124. I got 146.
Because you're typing it as a fraction.
I am.
Yeah, just do 1/2 is 0.5. Do that. Try that again. What do you get? Did you get this? Huh?
Maybe these are my views. 146.
So I got
How are we getting this?
Maybe look at the
How are
answer.
some people
I
getting
got
this?
154.
This is embarrassing.
1/2.
Come on, guys.
It's 146.5.
Area equals.
146.5.
All right, I'm gonna do the math here for you. All right, 75, half of 75, 37.5 plus. All right, now I want 7 times 19 divided by 2. What's that? Come on, 7 times 19 divided by 2. I'm just asking you what 7 times 19. 66.5 plus 10 times 5 is 50. So there is no decimal. Those of you guys who claimed it was a decimal, there's no decimal. All right, so now add 37.5, 66.5, and 50. And what is that?
154.
Come on, guys. 154 centimeter squares. I'm not sure how you guys are making a mistake on that. I'm not sure how you can use a calculator and get that wrong. All right, so if you're using a calculator and get that wrong, you need to learn how to use your calculator. All right, let's go on to the next problem. All right, so here we go. Now, this one's kind of annoying. Let's break it down, please. We're going to draw from here to here. Now, what shapes do I have now?
A triangle, a semicircle, and a rectangle.
How many semicircles do we have?
Two.
Yes, yes. So here we go. Underneath, here we go. We're going to do a 1/2 pi r squared plus 1/2 pi r squared. Now, why am I writing them different? Are they the same?
No.
Are they the same size?
No.
No, they're not. So then we're going to do the rectangle, which would be plus length times width. And the area of the triangle would be what? 1/2 base times height. All right, now everybody write that down. And then I'm going to give you 30 seconds, maybe a minute. I want you to plug in the numbers for each one to see if I've taught you something. All right, you got to think about it. Come on, plug the numbers in. The numbers in. Come on, everybody's got to be plugging the numbers in. Just write the formula, plug the numbers in. I don't want you using the calculator. I said, plug the numbers in first. So I know that you know what you're doing. Come on, you didn't write the formula down. I said, write the formula first. You're way behind me. Write the formula first. Good, Thomas. Now plug in the numbers. All right, so the big semicircle. What's the radius of the big semicircle? What?
4.5.
The radius of the big semicircle would be 4.5. So 1/2 pi times 4.5 squared. Yes. What is this distance from here to here? Seriously. What is this distance from here to here? So what's the radius? Come on. You're supposed to draw that out. You know that. All right. Now, what is the radius of the small semicircle? There you go. What's the length and width of the rectangle? And now what's the base and height of the triangle? 6 and 5. Very good. There you have it. All right. Now, please multiply that out. Slow. Type the numbers in properly. And then tell me an answer.
Yeah.
Is that us?
Yeah.
All right. So your homework is this. Listen, I just want you to try 8 and 9 and give me the answer to 7. Is everybody hearing me? 8 and 9. Give me 8 and 9. And the answer to number 7 tomorrow. That was pretty good.